Well, good afternoon. Great to be with everyone this morning. What an exciting day. 7 months ago, we came together back behind us here to break ground on the Mercy Health Training Center. And the last time we were here for that event, it was quite a different day. Nothing you see here to your left was here. Really, nor to the right. The fields didn't exist. Our team that's out here training really didn't exist. It was almost 100 degrees out. Pretty warm day. And most definitely this incredible facility you see coming out of the ground right here, none of this was here. So today we come together for another important step in FC Cincinnati's growth. Preparing one of the final beams for our building structure. Last fall, we noted that we'd start seeing the Mercy Health Training Center rise from the ground soon. And after we broke ground, we said it would soon be a symbol of our soccer culture in the region. It's amazing how time has flown and how far we've come since then. Think about it. We've made an epic entrance into Major League Soccer. Images from our first match at Nippert went viral around the globe. This not-so-secret gem of a city we love, our home Cincinnati, has been flashed across the globe for its amazing support of and love for soccer and for FC Cincinnati. And soon we're going to finish this construction and start using this amazing facility every day as we train to be one of the top clubs in Major League Soccer. It will be a world-class facility for a world-class city and region. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the amazing team that's been working so hard on this project. You're going to hear from David Spalding from Turner Construction and Bill Baker from MSA Sport, who are responsible for designing and constructing our new home. On our FC Cincinnati staff, Bill Conley and Dan McNally have done an incredible job of guiding this project with our entire project team. Locally, an amazing group of people have been steadfast in support for this vision, including Mayor Albrecht, the City of Milford, Claremont County, the Claremont Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the Chamber. All have offered incredible support to get our project underway and to bring us to the point here where before too long, we're going to have this as a wonderful new asset in the City of Milford and in Claremont County. We look forward to coming together again in the next few months when we're finally able to open this amazing Mercy Health Training Center and bring the soccer world to Milford. And I want to repeat, don't we love the sound of that, the Mercy Health Training Center. Mercy has been phenomenal, literally one of the top MLS partners in the entire league for their support of FC Cincinnati and what we're doing here in Milford. Thank you for your help in getting us to this milestone. We still have many more milestones ahead of us. That's what drives us each and every day at work. But we can't achieve those dreams and expectations without the continued support of everyone here. This is a terrific day, a fun day, and we thank you for joining us to help us celebrate. With that, let me introduce our managing owner and the Chief Executive Officer of FC Cincinnati, Carl H. Lindner III.
Thanks for joining us. What a great day it is out here. A beautiful day and a significant day. You know, we've had a lot of fantastic gatherings around FC Cincinnati in the past few months. Each one's had a very special meaning to our club. Our MLS announcement, of course, the MLS logo unveiling, our groundbreaking events, and both here and in the West End, and our first ever MLS kit. So today, we come together as we reach yet another important milestone and important day as our club continues our extraordinary story. We're here today to add our names to this great facility rising up behind us and in front of us, and we get a chance to put our own historic marks on this beam over here. Back in September, we came together to break ground right here for our state-of-the-art Mercy Health Training Center, and now today, isn't it exciting to see this structure almost complete? So just in a few short months, it'll be finished. Our club will have their new home, and not only our players, who you see out on the field every weekend, call Milford home, the next generation of Cincinnati soccer stars will also call Milford home. Our region's youth players will also call the Mercy Health Training Center home. Just like our first team, they'll represent this region with the same pride and passion our first team does, game in and game out. World-class talent will take to these fields out here. They'll walk in and out of this magnificent center behind me. They'll be our neighbors and active and engaged community members. And our future stars will do the same. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to go down to the West End and see some of our stars that really kind of had their first go-around here out on this beautiful training center, our own homegrown talent. So we're here today preparing for a glorious future with the help and support of so many, including the good Lord above. Many of those who have been invaluable to this project are here today. Mercy Health, Mayor Albrecht, Milford City Council and School District, Claremont County Commissioners and the Port Authority, Claremont County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Claremont, Milford, Miami Chambers. Thank you for your support and vision for this project and what it's going to mean for this region. We thank God for his daily blessings. Thank you for coming out today.
Thank you, Carl. I also want to acknowledge, as Carl speaks for our ownership group and the club, we're joined by another one of our owners, George Joseph. Our owners are making a tremendous private investment into this building and everything FC Cincinnati. And so I want to acknowledge George Joseph and our entire ownership group for making this possible today. George, thank you for being here. You know, we have a saying at FC Cincinnati: stubborn on vision, flexible on journey. And our next speaker, I think, epitomizes that in guiding this project with us. Please welcome someone who's been very stubborn on the vision of how FC Cincinnati aids in the continued growth and the quality of life enjoyed here in the city of Milford, Mayor Fred Albrecht.
I wish I could take all the credit, but certainly my team, City Manager Mr. Doss, spent countless hours courting our friends in a very stiff competition. Pam Holbrook and her team, who helped the construction crew get out of the ground and up and going, and the team that worked together. I'm so proud of every one of our city employees. They're here today to cheer you on. And certainly I can't tell you how proud I am to be here this historic day. I mean, once in a lifetime do we have an opportunity to host a brand new startup MLS team that gives us the bragging rights of being one of the 24 cities in North America to host not just a training facility, but a world-class training facility. Thanks to the folks at Mercy Health, thanks to the owners like Mr. Joseph, Mr. Lindner, the investments that they've made, as well as investments that the county has made, the city's making. It's a team effort. This is why we're here today. We're here because we're fortunate a lot of people had some great vision. We were fortunate to attract the team to come to us and build this beautiful facility right here in the city of Milford. What comes next? I can tell you that we've already entertained over $25 million worth of new development that have renewed interest in our Chamber Drive, has renewed interest downtown development in Cincinnati, bringing great people here to live, to eat, to be entertained, to see the secret of the city of Milford as one of the best hometowns in Ohio. How fortunate are we to have a team like this to come to us, as well as they are fortunate to have a city to back them up, and the residents to back them up. Believe me, every day I hear from our residents how excited they are to have FC here. They're fans. I see them wear their colors around town. I see them going to the games. They've invested in tickets. And I hope that more of our citizens will do that to support the team. So I just want to say thank you to the team for coming here, and certainly thank you all for joining us on Historic Day. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Albrecht, City Manager Doss, and your entire team. Thank you for the partnership. And we're thrilled that you could help us celebrate today. So today is the topping off ceremony. It's signing the final beam to go in the superstructure. It is almost by definition a construction element, right? I mean, this is about building something, something special. And the person that leads the construction, leads the building, is our next speaker from Turner Construction, who's brought in a terrific team of subcontractors and a great trade staff that are working every single day. We're seeing the beehive of activity that we long for, and so we want to thank Turner Construction's David Spalding, who's joined us now. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. So I heard a new quote today from Jeff, stubborn on vision, which my whole team knows means now I'm not going to read my notes and say something different. Something as special as this project, that's exactly what it takes, someone that's stubborn on vision. So we, our team at Turner Construction, our partners at Megan Construction, want to thank Jeff Birding for being stubborn on a vision, because without that, projects like this don't happen in the city of Milford and the city of Cincinnati. So thank you, and thank you for picking us to be part of your team. It also takes leadership and investors, so thank you, Mr. Linder, Mr. Joseph as well. That vision and leadership is why we're all here today. And you talked about constructing and building something. You know, we get the blessing of building beautiful buildings as you're building your team. And I have to tell you that it's because of a beautiful design, MSA Sport, and there's someone else, Bill Baker here, who is also stubborn on vision. And it's why we have such a beautiful building. And you see the structure that's here. What it will be when it's done is one of the most beautiful buildings that houses, really is the home of FC Cincinnati. 200 days a year here. We get 17 great home days at the stadium. This is where they live, work, and play that builds such a beautiful team. I want to talk a little bit about the building itself, since construction is our thing. To date, approximately 26,000 man-hours have been worked with over 30 of our trade partners. Many are here with us today. The team put together some fun facts, just so you understand the magnitude of what has happened really in the last 4 months that you see behind you here. As you look over the pitches and the players that they're playing on, there's approximately 14,000 tons of sand that created the dense but porous subbase. That equates to about 300,000 buckets of sand, to put it into perspective. There's approximately 240,000 square feet of natural grass installed, which is about 720 million blades of grass. I have no idea who came up with these, but Robbie and Sean, the groundskeepers, they'll definitely be busy with that. There's over 40 sod trucks carrying about 900 rolls of sods that were delivered to this site to create this landscape. Each roll weighed about 2,000 pounds. I'm not going to do that math. And for the buildings, 1,300 yards of concrete were poured and 290 tons of steel have been erected, totaling 5.8 million pounds, or the weight of 33,000 screaming FCC fans. assuming the average weight is about 175 pounds a person. I'm going to end with another quote from Jeff Birding. You have to have the desire to be great. Average is easy. Great desire, sacrifice. I believe FC embodies that. I believe our team here. And before I end, I want to really the big thank you. I get to stand up and speak and be in the pictures, but the yellow vest and hard hats, if you turn around and see all the people standing there, that's really the team that's put in the sacrifice to build this beautiful building. So thank you to the team of people that have been working on this project for the last 6 months. Thank you.
Thank you, David. So when we worked to create the vision of what we wanted our training facility to be, it really began after our first season in the USL. So after our 2016 season, I spent a few weeks in Europe, and I had the opportunity to tour the training facilities at Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Tottenham, visit Man City, fly over to the Netherlands and see Ajax and PSV and Vitesse. And then when I came back home, we had an opportunity to go down and see Atlanta. And we've been out to Sporting, Kansas City, and we went to the new LAFC. And so we had an opportunity to sort of see some of the best and borrow some ideas, make some notes, learn what it's going to take to have a first-class facility to not only serve the first team, but also serve, as Carl mentioned, the young stars that have that bold ambition for themselves of someday playing for FC Cincinnati, to be a part of our academy. And so then we had to take all those thoughts and ideas and turn them into architectural plans and designs. And we entrusted MSA Sport. We entrusted Michael Schuster and his team, led by our next speaker, Bill Baker, and we're so thrilled and so confident with the design, and it's really fun to start to see it come out of the ground. So please welcome Bill Baker from MSA Sport.
Thank you, Jeff. I would be remiss to, on his tours of Europe, it was quite common for me to wake up early on a Saturday or Sunday morning for middle-of-the-night pictures and texts from all over the world. So on behalf of our entire team, some of which are here, and the probably 55 engineers, architects, sub-consultants, we want to thank everybody here to let us be a part of this. Certainly Mr. Lindner, you and your family, Mr. Joseph, you and your family, and the other owners. Jeff, who is a stubborn, driving leader, which is what we love in a client. Dave Spalding and his amazing team at Turner, as well as their lead partners, Megan Construction. And then I couldn't be remiss without Bill Connolly and Dan McNally, who have been with us every step of the way, representing the club and making sure that what we see behind us is the most operationally efficient and best place so that these players can train, compete, and succeed at the highest level and win championships and win MLS Cup, which we know is a big driving factor. The aesthetic of the building, forward-thinking, progressive, sustainable, is all about our city and region, and also about this club looking forward to the future. But what we're most proud about is the interiors of this building as it comes to life soon, in progress, is it is all designed so that the players, the coaches, the staff can operate together and be as efficient as possible so that it supports everything that's happening out here on the pitch. And so just on behalf of all of us, we want to thank you. The City of Milford has been an amazing partner, Claremont County, the Visitors Bureau. I can't think of a better home, Mr. Mayor, for you, for this team, and wish everyone the best. So thank you. Beat Salt Lake.
All right, thank you, Bill. So now's the fun part. We're going to come over here and sign the beam. As we do so, let me thank all of the FC Cincinnati staff that are here today. A lot of members of our team are here, and I want to thank you for everything you do each and every day. And after we have the photo op of the beam, I want to invite our FC Cincinnati team to take the opportunity to sign the beam, okay? So all of our FC Cincinnati team, make sure you make your way over after the photo op, all right? Listen. We work real hard to build a legacy bigger than ourselves. There's not a more tangible legacy than driving by every day, seeing this tremendous building. And that's something that everyone who's a part of our team, whether with MSA or Turner, all of our subs, the city, our partners with the county, this gets to be a fun part of knowing we have something to show for our labor and our sacrifice. Okay, so we want to invite up for signing. Of course, we'll have Carl and the mayor and David and Bill and George Joseph. I want to invite up Brian Colley, who is the for Mercy Health, their sports medicine business manager, who's here. We got to have Mercy putting a name on the beam, right? And then we'll also have Dan McNally and Bill Conley come up. City Manager Michael Doss, let's have you join. We have some folks from, I think, Claremont County, Matt from the Chamber, Jeff from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Why don't you come up? And if there's any officials that I've missed, forgive me for missing, but let's make sure that we have you up here. Are we ready for the fun moment? All right, let's do it. I said George. Okay.